Chase bank glitch. I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but I got to. I'm gonna try to explain this as simple as possible. Every time we see a quote unquote glitch, it's a setup. The company is actually scamming the consumer, which is us. Anytime a company have access to your trust account, meaning your social security number, they are allowed to withdraw credit from your SESTA trust account, meaning these are your funds to begin with. The security transfer agents, which we think are banks, automatically transfers our credit into debit. Credit are real funds, debit are fake funds made by the Federal Reserve System that we're not even supposed to be using. So basically they slapped a whole monopoly game on top of the real system. So debt is what we call dollars, which are debt notes for public and private, meaning this can mix into the business world and your personal life. These companies will file an insurance claim on the debt they just gave you, and the insurance will reimburse that amount of debt. So now this company is up on consumer credit and the debt they gave you because it's already been repaid by insurance. The company is always clearly on the winning side of the transaction, but they have to finish the consumer off to make sure they never come back for their credit, because they still hold you liable for the debt that's already been paid. So the company gaslights to take the attention off of them and places it onto the consumer. Like they're literally trying to give people jail time for their quote unquote glitches, when really they're leaving the consumer at the end of their Ponzi scheme. Now, it's that much harder to find time to learn and prove that the consumer is the real victim and being scammed in this transaction. Remember, I just told y'all the only real funds is credit because it's positive value. So if the credit funds is yours in the beginning of the transaction, how is it possible that you are stealing your own funds? Now remember what I told y'all earlier, the quote unquote bank holds the credit and gives you debit back without clearly telling you what they are doing. So this means the banks has the stolen funds. They are literally stealing our credit and enslaving us for it. So don't act like you don't see how they're finessing us on our day-to-day lives, especially black people, because of the design of the Matrix. I mean, just think about the recent Chase situation. It is no different from those bait car shows, preying on weak-minded people that need guidance because of the system they was born into. So all they did was pay influencers to promote this quote-unquote glitch. And of course, social media is gonna get a piece of this also. So they're going to super boost these videos and posts. So the banks went stacked up on the money because they already know the rush is coming. We all know most banks never carry enough money in-house or in the ATMs for one person to withdraw a large amount in general, let alone at a time to where they know there's a known glitch going on. Any other time they call in the cops. They are literally creating scenarios to coerce people into giving them access to their trust accounts so our enemies can live off of, while the consumer, which is us, are a slave for their crimes. Now I'm about to attach a video after this in hopes that y'all see how deep this really goes and how they actually is stealing our energy and we think it's currency. Hey, y'all already know when y'all see me, I'm about to make y'all think. So check it. Everybody keep on asking what to do and what to buy when the markets crash. And the answer is nothing, because it's literally designed to get you to follow frequency into their beast system. Hence the reason you won't be able to buy or sell unless you take that house I was 19. Also, I keep seeing a lot of people say buy gold and silver. The only problem with that is the ops control all the gold. The Golden Reserve Act of 1934 transferred all monetary gold from the United States to the United States Treasury and prevented the Treasury and financial institutions from trading their gold for dollars. As you can see, the government converted paper currency into gold coins whenever citizens desired to do so, meaning they had a choice what they wanted to convert the currency to. And notice, it says paper currency and not dollars, because they are talking about things like a bill of exchange. There are plenty of forms of currency. So it goes on to say the government started converting gold into dollars, regardless of what the person thought, meaning they now have no choice. So since they created a system to basically steal all the gold, let's see where America gold is stored. Fort Knox and also the 12 Federal Reserve banks. Here's the 12 banks and the 24 branches. If I'm not mistaken, I believe these are the same banks connected to our SESTA trust, which is our social security numbers. Also, they are in major cities. This will explain why all the energy is attracted to them. So I know my theory is about to blow y'all mind. I'm about to change our perspective from gold and silver. So here's the 7 luminaries. This is our galaxy, so that is Earth in the middle, which is the cross. So note that sun is positive energy, which is gold. The moon is negative energy, which is silver. So look at the 5-point star. We have Mars, which is the leader of all of them. He prevents the 4 from ascending and descending from their frequencies. So Venus and Mercury want ascension in heaven. So notice how the way Mars, Venus, and Mercury have the sun symbol also because they possess energy from the sun. And then you have to the right, Jupiter and Saturn. They only have the moon symbol. So that means they only possess energy from the moon. So they want ascension further into the underworld. Also note that all these planets is a part of Earth. And this is the whole reason for the war in heaven. Experimenting on man, which is Earth. So gold and silver is conductor for positive and negative energies. You need conductors to transfer energy. The sun connects to your heart, which is where all your positive energy comes from. But the moon controls the brain. This is how we can make decisions our heart doesn't agree with, because this can't be manipulated. Check this out. Electrum is a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver. The first known metal coins in Egypt were made out of electrum. It was also used as coatings for the pyramids, and we all know those are energy centers. They say the words electron and electricity came from the word electrum. So could positive energy from gold be mixed with negative energy from silver and create electricity inside of a solid? Could coins actually be electrons? Remember, we're kind of small in a very large world. This is how they was able to initially steal our energy physically, which allowed them to advance to start doing it mentally. So maybe, just maybe, gold and silver may not be what we think it is. But now we know where we may need to go when it's time to take our power back. Anyways, y'all know how I keep it. Be gods. Peace.